Hey guys, Jim Vanderkam here. Hey, I wanted to show you some of the things that I've done with my CNC4Newbie machine. It's the 1045. I went from the X-Carve, and one of the things that I wanted to highlight is just how much more of a machine this thing is versus the X-Carve machine that I went from. I'll flip the camera around here in a second and highlight some of the things that I've done, give you some idea of maybe some ideas on how to outfit yours, and maybe something for a springboard. Maybe you can improve it and make it better. One of the things that I wanted to highlight here, as you can see, I went for a 1.5 kilowatt spindle on it. It's the Wan Yang, and it's water cooled, as you can see. Can't say that I'm in love with the arrangement that I've got for the coolant tubes at this point. I might wind up putting them in another drag chain right here next to this one. This seems to work fine. It's just not as clean as I'd like it to be. Another thing I wanted to show you guys is on my dust boot. Some of the guys don't like a spindle mounted dust boot. For me, we'll see, I may change my mind. This one seems to be working out fine. I got this on the internet, the idea, and actually the file, and the dust boot part of it comes right off. It's magnets, you can see that. And then when I use the same thing for my JTEX 2.8 laser that goes on there, and I fabricated this shield for it right here. You can see what I've done there. Still kind of feeling my way through that one. This is kind of the first gen. Here I may wind up improving that. We'll see, but so far it seems to work okay. So maybe another thing here is what I've done is you can see my wiring arrangement, and I wired my VFD and my pump for the water through this switch right here. So when I turn on the VFD, the pump comes on, and it's one step and it's no big deal. There has been some debate there with some of the guys whether or not air cooled, water cooled. This is just the way that I went. And it's easy, it really is nothing to think about. I just turn the switch on and it works. One other thing that I wanted to just touch on here is you can see what I've done for my touch plate. You can see there's a receptacle for this plug that goes in there. It just goes in there like that. Then, as you guys know, you clip this other piece on your spindle. I've got the laser on there right now, and I don't have a bit in there to clip it on, but you guys know how these things work. This is just the direction I went. It's just a plastic piece of angle here because you need to have your switch not be grounded, because that's how this thing works, is it works off the ground. So anyways, just an idea, just a way that you can do your own touch plate if you want. This thing was cheap. The touch plate itself, it's on Amazon. You can even solder a wire to a piece of metal if you want. Just depends on which direction you want to go. So again, really easy, just an idea. Really, I'm really in love with this CNC4Newbie machine, this 1045. This thing is great. Like I said, I've gone from the X-Carve 1000, and this is just so much more of a machine. You can see how stout it is. You can see the 1/2-inch plates on here. It really is beefy. I mean, I've gone from, and I know there's some debate on guys' feeds and speeds, but honestly, with the X-Carve, it seemed like when I wanted to try to get up over 30 inches a minute on the thing, it seemed I just got some chatter if I pushed the thing too hard. And again, I know there will be some debates about what guys are getting on their feeds and speeds. I'm just telling you where I'm at and what I've done. This one here, like I said, struggling with 30 inches a minute. I've gone to well over 100, 150 inches a minute, depending on what I'm cutting here. And it just is solid. There's no chatter. The thing just works. So anyways, great machine. I can't recommend it enough. There'll be more videos highlighting certain things that I'm doing with it. So anyways, that's it for now. Thanks, guys.